ChingALing up on here tonight. I've been doing a lot of work here lately on my charts and stuff, and on that other chart, the one I kind of trying to keep quiet, the what I call the Wheel of Fortune. You know, after a lot of thought and everything, old Queen ChingALing had decided to go ahead and turn that Wheel of Fortune loose. All I can say is just another tool it's just another tool that you can use to get the numbers for the pick 3, 4, and the pick 5. I can tell you this now. Last week in Florida, this happened like 3 or 4 times within the past week, where I've called out the pick 5 and we were one number off. Just one number off. But it has nothing to do with the wheel. It has absolutely nothing to do with the wheel. It has to do with me picking the number, okay? So if you bought a wheel and you say, well, how can you pick 5 out of this? Well, you might get lucky and turn around and do like me and somehow or another pick out the correct pick 5 number. I gave a lady a couple days ago, I guess y'all call it pick 5 in Pennsylvania too. I gave her 3 numbers. On 2 of the numbers that I gave her, she'd tell me she was just one number off on both those numbers. It says she played them, but the way she played, I said, why you didn't win nothing? She should have won something, but it was because of the way that she played them. Golly. Well, the wheel works, that's all I can say. I gave a number to the lady. I gave a number to a lady in New York over the weekend, right? Well, she looked at the number and she's like thinking, this is exactly what you really need to do when you get a number from. You kind of like need to really think about it. It's all a thinking game, okay? It's all a thinking game. She took the number that I gave her and thought about it. Well, 2 of the numbers that I gave her, she took 2 of the numbers out of it and she mirrored those numbers, and I be damned if it didn't come out exactly like she put it down on paper, the way I gave it to her. And then she turned around and mirrored the 2 numbers and then hit on it for $200. Wow. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. Somebody up there in New York is going to get some good money off some number I done called off this Wheel of Fortune thing. My only problem with the Wheel of Fortune thing is how to put it together. I've got a great big one that I've got going out in the mail now. The great big ones like that, as far as I can tell so far, they're $160. If you want to buy one, fine. They're $160. Alright, this is the smaller one. I ain't gonna show you this other side. But it's only got 5 wheels to it. And it do work too. But it doesn't really do pick 5. It does pick 3 and pick 4. That's about it. Pick 2, pick 3, and pick 4. That's about it. That's all you really need if you're not going to do pick 5. This one right here won't be as quite as much. I'll probably $75 for it. Because it all has to do with the numbers that's on this chart. Doesn't matter how many wheels is on it. Doesn't matter how big it is or how little it is. It's all about the print that's on this chart. And what I've been doing too is I cover these wheels with sheet protectors. I don't think I can laminate. I might try to laminate one and see how much it costs. But I mean, if the if it's too expensive, I just have to cover the wheels in sheet protectors. And it'll work that way. You can draw on it or write on it and circle your numbers that you're going to pick to play that day. Alright, but now the coolest thing, one of the other cool things that I did today was this. I went to Walmart because I wanted to see. Walmart has a FedEx store inside the Walmart store. So I went in there, and I'd already talked to the little guy in there before, and he told me, you know, it probably cost me about $4 to have something like what I wanted laminated. I'm like, okay. So I go in today. I took my chart with me. I've been having a problem having it printed because one of the stores I went, shoot, I got them run off like 20 copies, and the stuff come back to me, and half the stuff is so light, I have to sit here and go over the numbers with a darn marker just so anybody could see it. They couldn't see it. So I went ahead and just started going to the FedEx store now. So I'm now going to the FedEx store to get my charts printed out. But the cool thing it is, I did went ahead and checked it out about laminating the charts there, okay, rather than putting them in the sheet protectors. And this is what I got. This is what I'm not going to show you the numbers themselves, okay? That's a no-no. Alright. It's nice and thick, as you can see. Then, not only that, I got this cool little area right here that's totally white, and I could, you know, mark my state that I'm working on right there, and write down the numbers that I just chose for pick 3, pick 4, and then guess what? I could just probably take my fingers just like that and wipe it off. I think that is just so cool. I can take I don't have no rag with me, no napkin. Check this out. It just wipes right off. It's gone. But I like that. I like having that extra space right there. Then that way, with the dry erase marker, and wipe it off that way, I don't have to worry about having a piece of paper with me. Right there. I mean, you know, of course you're going to copy it off on a piece of paper. Go ahead and, if you got your tickets right there in front of you, you brought you some tickets home that you're going to fill out there at the house and then take the tickets to the store, which is, I think that's the best thing to do. Hey, that's cool. But unfortunately, the bad thing about these charts are just as effective as the wheel, okay? The bad thing, I was doing the charts before for 20, but if I have them laminated and send them to you, I'm going to have to go up on the price a little bit to 25, because it cost me $5 just to have it laminated, okay? But look at what you get. Look at what you get. This thing's tough. Man, you could put some magnets on the back of that thing. I might even do that and put it on the refrigerator. Man, I don't want mine on the refrigerator. But you could. Hey, if you work in the kitchen all day long and you want to do your, as you go along, have your Lido chart right there on the refrigerator, go gun you some magnets on the back of it. Stick it on the refrigerator. That's the way you do that. I really think that's cool. But anyway, if you're interested in one of my charts, just call me on my phone. You know my number, 803-849-9011. I'll tell you how to get one. That goes for the hit. Dollar hit. That's what it's when we've been getting all the numbers off of pick 4, pick 3, and pick 5. But like I said, this is just as effective, okay? And if you just want some numbers, hey, just, you know, send a little bit in that cash app, and Queen Ching will be glad to get you some numbers for your state off that dollar hit. Yep. Just a little bit, just a ching. That's all. My charts do work. And hey, if it's not working for you, it's probably because you're not listening. Some of y'all that's already got my charts, If you didn't know how to use it for today was the 10th. All you had to do was go to 1 and 0, which is the 10th, and go to the last two digits of whatever the last draw was. Circle that, and then look around those numbers, and you'll find the next hit for whatever today was. If you look on your chart, and you'll find the next hit. That's the way it works. Hey, this be Queen ChingALing. I gotta let Lucky Dog in. Lucky Dog is being punished really bad because she's been a bad dog here lately. So I gotta go let her in. I had to close up her pet doggy hole so she can't come in and run out all the time on me. Yeah, she's been really, really bad. It be Queen ChingALing. I'm out here. Y'all have a good one. Ciao.